I mean, forget the NBA draft, the NFL draft. We're all here for let's start our bourbon collection draft.
His collection sucks.
Welcome back to another edition of Bourbon Kingdom. I'm David.
And I'm Zach.
And today we've all been waiting for this. If you had $250, what would you spend it on?
Let me tell you something. Dave spends on crap.
I don't think that that's true.
It's not totally true. I'm just giving him a hard time. But we actually did do a draft for best $250 starter collection. It both came out to we said
around $250,
give or take $10. It honestly could have been perfect at $250 a piece, but somebody misdrafted.
I didn't misdraft. I drafted one thing, and I was hoping the next thing would be
You allowed
open.
me to get better bottles.
Yeah, we'll see.
So we picked.
We'll see. This episode is brought to you by Magic Spoon. Magic Spoon is cereal reinvented.
Their variety pack comes with 4 delicious flavors: cocoa, fruity, frosted, and peanut butter. Dave, my favorite is the peanut butter. Which one's your favorite?
Funny you should ask, because my favorite is the cocoa. It is my jam.
Magic Spoon cereal have 0 grams of sugar, 13 to 14 grams of protein, and 4 to 5 net grams of carbs in each serving. Only 140 calories per serving.
They're gluten-free, they're keto-friendly, they're grain-free, they're soy-free, meaning, here's the truth. Just about everybody can enjoy Magic Spoon.
Yeah, they are. They're absolutely great.
Yeah. I remember, like, as a kid, cereal was always my jam. It was my favorite thing to eat.
Oh, yeah, like on Saturday mornings.
Saturday mornings.
Cartoons.
Friday nights. Tuesday afternoons after I get home from school. I didn't care. Like, cereal was my jam. And as you get older, you realize that cereal in general is not very good for you. It's loaded with sugar and it's just not good for you. And so it's always a bummer when you come to the realization that you have to give up cereal as an adult. Until now.
Yeah. So click the link below and grab a variety pack of Magic Spoon cereal and try it today. Be sure to use the promo code Bourbon Kingdom.
Bourbon Kingdom.
At checkout to get $5 off any order, or go to magicspoon.com/Bourbon Kingdom.
So here's the deal. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product that they give you a money back guarantee.
That's awesome.
Yeah. They give you it's called a guarantee of happiness.
It's legitimately awesome.
If you're not 100% happy, we'll give you your money back. No questions asked.
So click the link below or scan the QR code to get $5 off your Magic Spoon order today. You know, these, I guess, have been 14 bottles, which will kind of show panoramic, hopefully beautiful pictures.
We'll do something.
Videos, something.
Yeah.
To where you can see as we're sitting here talking, and then Dave and I did a draft. We did a coin flip. Of course, Dave won, because just like the NFL, all this stuff is rigged. And yeah, we basically went through. We had price points.
I have the Lord on my side.
He is blessed. Y'all don't even know. We set price points. Now, whenever I looked it up, I just downloaded the Total Wine app, and I was just able to look everything up. Dave went through some weird strategy where he was trying to get like 5 price points per bottle, and he tried to average it out.
I took the averages. That's what you do.
His math is wonky on
so
some of these.
Your prices may be different where you are, but who cares? At the end of the day,
Sure.
It's somewhere around $250, give or take a few. And so since I won the coin flip, we're gonna go from last pick to first pick.
So that way you can see how Dave screws the pooch.
Yeah. So
everything keeps going.
My last pick in the draft was a Four Roses small batch, which for a last pick, I'm pretty stoked about.
Dave and I in this draft, we basically said there was going to be 2 bottles we weren't going to draft. This was mine, and my next one coming up was his.
Yes, it was definitely mine. Again, this is, to me, if you're starting a collection, you have to have a Four Roses, and sometimes you're not lucky enough to get a Four Roses barrel strength. And so, to me, this of the lower allocations is the best one. Some people like the single barrel better, but that's okay.
But for price reasoning, we had to do this bottle.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah.
Also, we didn't put any allocation, and there's going to be one bottle some people are going to say is allocated on our list. It's going to be this one over here, Dave. And whenever you say that, just remember, in our area, we can still find it on the shelves. It is
whatever.
It is.
Yeah, whatever it is. So number 7 on my draft is Four Roses Small Batch.
Number 7 on mine. Old Forester 100 proof rye. This fool over here just flat out said, I ain't drafting it.
This is the Bourbon of bourbons and ryes.
Look, if Mr. Irrelevant's going to start quarterback for us and lead us until he gets hurt, all right? I'm just saying, it's a phenomenal bottle. It's the best shelfer rye that's out on the market. And for $22, that's how much it costs. $22, Dave.
It's not bad. I mean, it's not bad for a last pick.
It's
but
not bad.
I mean,
it's great. All that greatness.
I make sure other people drink that when I'm when they're at my house. My number 6 pick, which again I'm not sure how it went all the way down to 6, but is the Woodford Double Oak, arguably the most consistent of all of these on the list. This right here is the jam.
Still not right.
It is correct. He's got one at the end here that he's gonna be like, oh, this is the best one, and it's really good. But whatever.
Let me say this: pretty much all the bottles on the list are pretty good, except for Dave's last pick.
You mean that last pick? I was like, you mean my last? I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, no, they're all good bottles. That is that on hindsight. Let me say this: as much as we're giving each other crap right now, at least these bottles are all pretty good.
We both disagree on our last picks, which is fine, but the rest of them are good bottles, including the Woodford Double Oak, which should be a staple in any beginner's bourbon collection, for sure.
Let me tell you about Rook to this list. And this was...
I really wanted this bottle, too.
This was a bottle that, honestly, I wanted way beforehand, but price point-wise, Dave let me have some bottles early that I didn't think I was going to be able to get. So I had to kind of hold off and wait. The Origin Series Bottle and Bond.
She's a beauty.
She is a beaut, Clark. It is... I mean, again, we've talked about this numerous times. Discovery coming out, putting a 6-year bottle out, or a 6-year bourbon out.
Yeah.
It for $50, or I'm sorry, how much was it again? $45. $45.
Yeah, it's a great deal.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's a great deal. Yeah. You can't go wrong with that for sure.
Yeah.
That's
why I drafted it, Dave.
My number 5 pick, which I had to look at price point on this just to make sure
what I was kind of banking on being able to get this towards the end.
The Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. If you have watched this channel at all, you know my love for Evan Williams Bottle and Bond. It is a good sipper. It is a good mixer. It is a good just everyday bourbon that you need to have in your collection. And for $16, is that what it was? Like 16, 17 bucks?
It was cheap.
For $16, you just need to have this in your collection for sure.
I think price point, second best price point in the entire draft.
You're probably right.
So
yeah,
and whenever I was banking on that in the 5th round.
Yeah,
and then
I did get it in the 5th round.
You did.
So I stole your pick in the 5th round.
I know.
It's all good.
Go figure.
Yep.
So he did steal the pick, but I don't think I did too bad with this one. This is the Maker's Mark Cask Strength. We have been talking a lot about this here recently, and yes, there are some different batches out there, and they do range a little differently. This batch here is a hitter.
Yes, yeah.
But this one's
really, really good.
This is $38 too.
Yeah.
Now, I question this because I think it's closer to 30. Dave was the one that did the research on that. I think it's closer to that. Let us know in the comments below if you can find it any cheaper than $38, because I think it is. But
listen, y'all better not even try to help somebody get him out of here.
There and rigged it to where I had to spend more money.
Sabotage.
Yeah.
Number 4 on my list is Cooper Craft 100, which...
How much was that, by the way?
33, I believe, was the Cooper Craft. Yeah, 33.
Yeah, it's another bottle. It's a pretty good price.
Yeah. Great price point. Great liquid inside. We've reviewed this once, didn't we?
We've talked about it quite a bit.
Okay.
I don't know if we reviewed it or not.
I think it was maybe in something that it's been in a couple of our videos before. Mm-hmm. But this is really, really a good bottle, and I was happy to get it at 4, and I didn't have to break the bank for that one.
It's a good bottle. It's a very well priced bottle, and it's good. It's a good pick in the 4th round.
Yeah.
Arguably, though, the biggest steal of the draft is this one.
I mean, if you like old Gradan 114, and we do.
Doesn't? Yeah, I mean,
And
who
we do.
doesn't? For $26 for
Yeah.
114 proof,
26.
it just smacks. And I think it punches up. I think it can beat a lot of bottles on this list. There's a couple
You're
bottles.
right.
There's probably about 3 bottles on this list that in a battle, I don't think it could beat. But I think everything else it could probably beat.
Yeah, you're probably
In a
right.
blind.
You're probably right.
And again, for $26, this bottle gets slept on.
It's a good deal, for sure.
And that's why I stole it in the 4th round.
Yeah, you did. You stole it. My number 3 is Redwood Empire.
I was shocked you took this one because I thought I was going to get this one. This is a good. I give you credit here. This was good.
The Lost Monarch. You'll see why I had to adjust my thinking after I got the first pick, because like when you get the first pick, you got your first pick of all 14 bottles. And y'all don't even know what 14 bottles are coming. So this is just a phenomenal bottle.
And how much was this one?
This one is
39.
No, it wasn't quite that much. Was that on my list or your list?
Yours.
That we went through? Redwood was 35.
35.
Yeah, 35, which, again, is a great deal. Great.
Mm-hmm.
This is just so good.
Great bottle. I thought he was actually going to take another bottle, and whenever he took that, I took his bottle I thought he was going to take. Buffalo Trace. Pretty much great staple everyday bottle. This is the one that everybody's going to take.
Boo, this is allocated. Boo.
Look, I understand.
This is a rigged draft. Boo.
Look, I understand that there's going to be some controversy with this pick. Let the record show he went into the draft knowing this bottle was available and chose not to draft it.
I chose not to draft it because they're fine. I'm not going to say there's anything wrong with them.
They are a really good bottle.
I tend to really like store picks of them and
Sure.
stuff like that.
Sure.
And so, as we were just talking about regular old bottles of stuff, it's not as high on my list as Redwood Empire would be.
That is fair, but for $25,
For $25, it's great.
you could save $10, and I had to save $10 because you let me steal the first 2 bottles,
I didn't like
and I had to save a little money.
Mm-hmm.
So,
my number 2, and this is again, this is a shout out to my boy Paul at Liquor Barn. This was pandering to the people that you like, and so I took TJS Brown as my number 2 pick at $17. This is a steal.
yeah, this is, and I think it's cheaper than $17. I just think his math's wrong, but
$16, $17.
I think it's like 14, 15, honestly.
There was one place that had it for $9.99, but I don't think
Well,
that
wasn't the bottle.
Yeah.
Come on.
Uh,
But that's a great bottle.
It is.
Now, I think it's one of the better bottles on this whole thing. Hey, Dave, what's your thoughts on this bottle?
I think it's fine. It's not a bottle that I go to, but as we're drafting, sometimes you need a Russell Westbrook to your LeBron James, or a Russell Westbrook to your he's good, but he just ain't your favorite.
Put in the comments below if you're a Clippers fan right now and you're really happy with Russell Westbrook. Let us know, because as a fantasy owner of that guy, I need him back playing.
Here's the truth. I love Russell Westbrook. He's one of my all-time favorite
We're
players.
not here for him. We are here for this sweet, sweet nectar called 1920. Because this fool let me have it with the 2nd overall pick.
Yeah, you can have him.
Totally did.
Hey,
It's only one of the best everyday shelfers that you can find.
it's great. It
It
really
is phenomenal.
It is great.
And don't get me wrong, your overall number 1 pick, it's great, solid.
But
all right?
this...
But there was
what
really-
is this? 50?
50.
$50? My number 2 pick was only $17.
And I can't tell you one person that will pick this over this. Can you?
Paul?
What are you taking? You taking this or that?
I took that, so I got...
sure.
My draft
Here's the point.
My
In
draft
this
is
draft,
secure.
there was 3 potential number 1 overall picks. I got 2 of them.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Oh, I got 2.
There were
of them.
only 2 really overall picks, and you got one of them, and I
there
got
was
the other one.
2. There was 2.
That's okay. So the number 1 pick was Jack Daniel's Single Barrel Strength. Now, she cost a lot, but
She ain't cheap.
she ain't cheap. She was, $70. and she was worth every bit of it because the liquid inside of this is
It's good.
Great.
It's legitimately great.
It's great. And we're arguing between Kevin Durant and Steph Curry here.
I put Giannis.
Giannis. All right. KD and Giannis.
Or Joker.
Yeah. Just, he's not appealing at all.
Oh. Well, let me tell you who is appealing. My number 1 overall pick. Wild Turkey Rare Breed. Now, I get that he leaves Rare Breed for me, It's only, $54, which I thought was a little high, if I'm being honest with you, from Total Wine. Because I feel like they're more like $48. But maybe just like everything else with Wild Turkey.
They have gone up.
So I
saw it at Liquor Barn the other day, and it was 52 or something like that.
So I was a little surprised on that. But overall, I would argue this is one of the best bottles on the list, and
it is. I mean, it's it's why it was picked number 1 by you.
Clearly,
yeah,
and it's a phenomenal bottle.
Yeah.
So I'm very happy with it. At the end of the day, you end up spending how much money? $242. $42. I was at, I think, $260.
Yep.
So because he just took both very cheap bottles, and the Evan Williams and JTS Brown, so I was left.
After taking the number 1 overall pick, I had to adjust my thinking a little bit.
Well, no,
because I was gonna take Rare Breed, and just decided to pull the trigger on the single barrel because honestly, I like that better. I love this, but I like that even better. So I figured with my number 1 pick, I would pick the thing that I would drink the most of, and it would be that.
So let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, for sure.
Out of the list, which list you all would rather have, mine or his? And I think that's about everything. If we left a bottle off the list, please let us know.
I'm sure we did.
Probably somewhere.
Till next time.
We'll see you.
We'll see you.